Hi, everybody. Um, I'm going to make this as fast as I can. I'm going to try to eliminate the words Trump and Musk from my discussion because there's one of two theories about their participation. I don't know which is true. If I say one, I'll get some people mad at me. If I say the other, same thing. So I'll address the shit going down with our financial um, situation with our funds and the other things going on with people's jobs and all of that. This is the best I can determine, and this is from following Eric Garland and Dr. John Schindler. I got close enough to what's really going on that I got banned from Schindler's List yesterday. So I figure I hit it on top of what it is. He's a counterintelligence person, and a lot of the people on his list, I think, are not on our side. So he didn't want anybody spilling anything. So I was close enough, I think. Now you'll ask how I know. This is how I know. I know because I've read a lot. I've been following these people for 9 years. My little sister, Melinda, who will have died 5 years ago this next October, um, had a heart attack because of Donald Trump. And she was terrified he'd be reelected, and she dropped dead because of it, I'm fairly certain. Out of loyalty to her, I started pursuing all of this even harder than I had before. I'd read up on it enough to know what was going on, and now I have a lot more information. I'm smart, okay? I'm sorry, but I am. And a lot of people hate me for that reason, especially fan fiction writers. But I am. I don't write fan fiction anymore, so relax. I'm not, I learned real fast not to do that from old friends of mine. Speaking of old friends, I just blew up on a friend of 40 years this evening because I was so upset. And so I have to apologize to Joanne for having done that. I had to go and get more medication in order to even do this. I also had a big tussle with my brother over everything. He's a Republican. I am not. So anyway, this is how it goes. Many years ago, you'll all remember Sherlock BBC. Well, the real story behind Sherlock BBC is they were telling the story about gay Sherlock Holmes. The first episode of the series was a study in pink, okay? And it was very obvious. I mean, I'd always read Sherlock Holmes as being a gay man. And he came up with, I won't go into that. But anyway, there's many good reasons to believe that. And so anyway, they were basically shut down and told to hit their back quarters because of the right wing taking over. So that's why they did this final thing with the weird thing that happened with the American election. So I think it's pretty obvious to anybody who watched all of that Hillary Clinton won that election. And the intelligence agencies, for a couple of reasons, and I think it's because they were afraid how people would react if a girl got into the presidency. Oh no! They can say all they want that it's because of, the public reaction to it, but it's really because the intelligence agents didn't like the idea. they wanted to give themselves some time to get used to it. So they let Trump win. And it was real obvious that they did not expect to win. They'd all seen the inside information. They all get the parting wisdom from the people taking polls at the door. They knew they had lost. The Trump people did. And when they won, the looks on their faces told the story. So anyway, but we can't have a girl in the White House. So Trump went down and became president and gained 200 pounds. You're not imagining things. He did. And mainly because he was terrified. Their initial plan had been that they would lose. Hillary would win, and then they would come in with all of this dirt they had on Bill Clinton, including all of his little forays with 13 and 14-year-olds, and yes, he did. And they'd throw him at Hillary, and she'd be shamed into, oh no, and then we'd have a real man take over. See, that's what it's about. So, I'm sorry, my opinions are getting involved here, and I shouldn't be. So, they had Trump over a barrel, and he had done a lot of things that he shouldn't have done. My old friend Boris, his father, had thought he had hit the big time. He got a maintenance contract with Trump's company. And they put all kinds of money into it, and they were going to do the whole thing. And right before they were to start the whole project, Trump canceled it and never paid them. They were $4 million into debt over that. Boris's father lost his home, lost his wife, lost 2 of his children to suicide, and ended up killing himself. And that was caused by Donald Trump. Ask anybody, you'll hear all kinds of stories just like it. That's why I hate Donald Trump. It has nothing to do with his politics. There's all kinds of people that I deal with that I'm okay with. But anyway, Trump came in and they wanted him to do all these things. So fine, good. I hope he does great things. I hope he is a great success at doing whatever he's going to do, and then get out of there. As long as he doesn't try to take over, which is what they intended. And yes, they did. Go read the book, okay? Now, Trump denies that, but he denies everything. He denied raping the 13-year-old too. Okay. So, and Obama did too, and, they're all a bunch of freaks, okay? They don't get into the White House unless they have plenty of dirt on them. And to all my Canadian friends who are talking, well, we're Canadian and we hate you now. Guess what? Guess what you're going to find out? Our election was hacked, and so was yours. Trudeau quit because he's a Chinese agent. Trump is a Russian agent. See, they've been doing this to us for ages. It's not us. You've been groomed to hate us. But it's not us doing it. We're the ones suffering without medical care. We're the ones suffering without a lot of the stuff you get. But hey, hate us. We're the problem. All right. All of that out of the way. I'm going to tell you to go in about 10 minutes, and that's where this will begin. Musk's people are all, they may be 19 and 20 years old, but they're professionals. They're very smart kids. They know what they're doing. And what they're doing, if it wasn't under the aegis of the U.S. federal government, would be illegal. And they'd be going to prison for the rest of their lives. These people are being paid by the government to do this. They're going through, they are looking for back doors that China and Russia and Iran and all our other enemies had put in via people working in our government. See? So they're in, going through everything, looking for back doors, looking for what they call the side things where they go in with files, all of this crap. And the mafia, which is really the problem here, syndicates have for ages been siphoning our money out. They're the ones taking the money out of our Social Security, not Republicans, although it's Republicans too, but they're doing it on behalf of the syndicates. And Democrats too. Democrats have done a whole bunch of shit we don't know about. Oh, Newsom, the governor of California? He's a Nazi. He's got a Nazi card. They've got all kinds of crap on him. No, I'm not crazy. Honest to God. Go talk to Eric Garland. All right. Anyway. And by the way, Nazi doesn't mean what anyway. In other words, he's a white nationalist. He just acts like he's not. So all these people are a problem. And what they're going to do now is get rid of the ones that are. That brings us to the jobs. This is the same thing Bill Clinton did. He bought out a bunch of people out of their contracts. And the people they're getting rid of are ones they know are agents for other countries. And they're going to be backdoored. And if they don't backdoor themselves, they're going to get it. So we're not talking about something being done to steal from us. It's an operation to look for backdoors, look for delicate parts of our infrastructure that can be broken into, okay? And the job situation is to get rid of a lot of, especially Chinese agents that, don't laugh, believe it or not, there's lots of them. Look at, there's a certain very powerful senator whose wife is one. So that's what the situation is. They're going in. It's our government, just like it was our friendly forces with the drones going over New Jersey. No trolls involved. And anyway, I put this theory to Dr. Schindler, and Dr. Schindler had heard a lot of crazy theories from all these people over the years. He's only banned 2 people. I'm one. So I think I'm pretty sure I got it. And I looked into the kids whose names were released. That's why they released their names, so we'd start looking into them and going, oh, these guys aren't criminals. There's nothing to worry about. Our money is not being stolen. It's the wealth fund they're talking about is what Al Gore called the lockbox. It is going to contain our Social Security funds, and nobody will be able to get at them again. No one's going to borrow them off. And I hate to tell you this, but you rich people are going to have to pay taxes. Nobody likes paying taxes. So that's about it. And I'm going to let you guys go. We're at 15 minutes. So if you have any questions, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sure people will argue back with me. I'm not up to it. I've been suicidal for about a week now. because of the stress being put on me by various and sundry people. And I've got a thing in my hair back there. So, if just read. Follow the people I gave you the links to. Anybody that Eric or not so much Dr. Schindler at this point because he's going deep undercover. But Eric or any of the usual people I have over on paleopolitics, or just accept my stupid opinion that everything's okay, and I'm pretty sure I'm right. So, in the words of Matt Hooper in one of my favorite movies, Jaws, you got any better suggestions? Well, if not, that's mine. Bye.